Welcome back. Welcome back. Make sure my sound is straight. Make sure everything is good. Welcome back. Oh no, we gotta fix that. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I see something that's happened. Uh, okay, I'll be right back. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Peace, y'all. Peace. I gotta fix this here. We're not doing this like get back to where we need. All right, all right, all right. Did it just do that again? It's killing me here. All right, you know what? We're just gonna have to roll with it. Okay, okay. Let me get this. Okay, okay. There we go. All right. Jesus, man, ghost of the machine today. Okay. Once again, welcome to the Beatzilla PDX official show. I am the host, Beatzilla PDX, officially. And obviously, this is one of your locations for melanated information, aka the new black media, the truth speakers. As you can see, from one broadcast to the next, my sound totally flipped out. All right. I guess they don't want me to talk about the content I'm talking about on this one here. So, for those of y'all who have been under a rock, if you follow the new black media for the past few days, hey, you should have seen what is going on. Let me see who all I have up in the house today. Let's see who we got here. Oh, it's all good, Desmond. It's all good. Ayan Mayat Bay, Judah Queen, Oyela Arquette. Greetings from the Canadian up north. Oh, yeah, it was. It always has me sound like I'm in witness protection, man. Let's see, Dervis in the house. All right, Black Love 17 in the house. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Okay. All right. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope my voice sounds normal. It sounds like I'm sounding normal over here, so we will roll with it. All right. So, like I said, we have some situations that let me put this Let me put this picture back on the screen. As y'all can see, look at the pictures right there. Now, Little Nas X, he says that, hey, I'm not for the kids. Okay, so what you're seeing on the screen right now is you are seeing, thank you very much. C is for country. You see the little book up there, Little Nas X, and then you see him up there with Elmo. And then you see him in jail, like that's supposed to be cool. Kathy P, welcome. So he's kind of making busting it open, dancing butt naked in the shower in prison like a cool thing. Being in prison is not cool at all. There's nothing cool about it. That's nothing to be glorified at any level. And yeah, there are LGBT in prison, of course, but all of that ain't going on. I mean, that made it look like a damn musical or something. Now, what you're seeing with the two brothers with the white man in the middle, well, the white man in the bow tie, that is one Mr. EdBuck, who is currently on trial. His trial is already wrapped up, and so tomorrow they will reconvene and start deliberation on his trial. Now, he's not actually on trial for murder, which is, well, I can't say it's amazing because, these people stay on code. So, there is that part, because, Lord, they will stay on code, won't they? Let's see, wrong one. There we go. Okay. So, let me go over here. So let me share this screen here. And let's see what's going on in this man's trial. If you've noticed, think about it. Have you heard anything about this EdBuck trial? And somebody got at Mark Lamar Hill. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back, try it again. All right. They got a Mark Lamar Hill about why the BNC, the Black News or whatever, I don't know, what the Black News Channel or whatever, why they haven't covered it. But they had like nonstop stories on Bill Cosby. Number one, hating that he was winding
down with closing arguments.
Okay, hold on now. I'll cue you up when I'm ready for you. I'm jumping the gun here. All right. So this is talking about fatal overdoses. But see, the thing about it is this dude was enjoying injecting his lovers. So again, let me show you this picture before I play this video. One of the pictures up here. Let's see if you can. Oh, you probably can't see it because it's so. But there's a body being wheeled out of his house. That's the man there. As you see, Hillary Clinton. And so both of these men are now deceased coming out of this man's house. And there's other men that are out there that have testified in this trial. And there's pictures that this dude was taking. So he like drug them up, take pictures of them. And man, now think about it. The media ain't saying nothing. So what's happening about this? This guy's been allowed to have his whole case just go right under the radar. And now they're going to start deliberating tomorrow. Understand, other media entities didn't even have this information. It's just kind of trickling out. They stay on code. So this is being used as a, we're seeing Little Nas X as, a entity to be a distraction, number one, to cast and project a image of ignorance. And while everyone is so enamored with the distraction of him, causing, it's basically just controversy clout. You got this whole EdBuck thing going unnoticed, untalked about, And one of the main reasons, of course, is because we know they had to let Bill Cosby out. So, they are hating the fact that Bill Cosby's free and Harvey Weinstein got to go face some more charges. So he ain't getting out of his charges in New York. And then he's got this whole other situation in New York or in LA. He's pretty much roasted. Now you have this guy who I don't still understand why he doesn't have murder charges. But let's take a listen to what the news is reporting over there. Let's just hear it. There we go. Play.
Yet have the case, but they are expected to get the case later today.
What the hell just happened? No, replay that.
The trial of EdBuck is winding down with closing arguments this afternoon. Buck is accused of providing drugs to two men who overdosed and died in his West Hollywood apartment. Our Josh Haskell live at the courthouse in downtown LA. Josh?
And Mark, the defense just wrapped up their closing argument, showing never before seen video earlier in this trial, an emotional trial, a disturbing trial. The victims' families here seeing those videos of what prosecutors say show the defendant Buck playing Russian roulette with the lives of Jamel Moore and Timothy Dean. Now, Buck is accused of 9 felony charges, including providing methamphetamine to 2 men, Moore and Dean, who overdosed and died inside Buck's West Hollywood apartment. Prosecutors allege Buck had a fetish for injecting black gay men with methamphetamine, even if they were passed out. Evidence collected during the investigation included a hard drive belonging to EdBuck with over 2,400 files. During the trial, prosecutors showed roughly 40 graphic videos that Buck recorded engaging in drug use and sexual activity with numerous men. The defense argued that Moore and Dean didn't die from meth supplied by Buck, but that Moore died from AIDS and Dean died from a heart attack. The defense also argued Buck didn't force these men to do anything, that these were grown men.
We're feeling very confident. We feel like the government proved its case. We already knew that he was a monster. We're so happy that everybody else knows what we know now. It's just unfortunate that when you're dealing with black victims and a white suspect, you have to have irrefutable proof that that person is guilty.
And the 66-year-old who also faces state charges of running a drug den. The jury does not yet have the case, but they are expected to get the case later today.
Well, what y'all think about that? So his fetish was, and did you hear the part about the computer they caught? So they got all of this information that this dude is a serial predator of gay black men. I mean, you got bodies. He's playing Russian roulette with the lives of gay black men. How does that make y'all feel? He looks heinous. Why be in his presence? Well, I think some of that, will be found not guilty. I don't know. That being California, they may just roast him. They may just give him on up. Because think about it like this. Just, you roast him right now. Let more time die down. And then, get him out on appeal or get the case overturned later. That type of thing, that's something to look at. Again, that's Hollywood. And this dude is juiced in. So, however, right now, the Democrats really can't afford to have that kind of tie. Although we're so many years away from an election, you have Trump popping back out there, looking like he will most likely run again. And Biden can't beat him twice. So they have to figure out something. Two things you can't do. You can't ignore the new black media, and you can't ignore that black folks who voted for Joe Biden have gotten nothing. And we're only in the first 6 months of Joe Biden. So 6 months or so, a little more, a little more. Ain't Trump 88? I don't know. He's younger. Trump is younger than Joe Biden. Joe Biden's the oldest president, elected president. So I wouldn't think he's 88, unless you're looking at 88 in a whole different context. But then to that regard, so is Joe Biden. You know, so you can't escape white supremacy when you're talking about these presidents, even Obama. You got to be on team white supremacy to be at the table. That's what Roland Martin is crying about right now. Because right. Because Roland Martin, you know, he's basically out, and you got more people who kind of are in his lane. You got the one brother that is down with the was it Black Turks or Young Turks. I think he's probably catching a lot more steam than Roland Martin right now. And oh man, you know, Joe Biden is losing it too. He's losing it. Yeah, I gotta start recording some other content that I cannot put on YouTube. I guess I'll upload some stuff on Melanated People. Hopefully that can take a big enough upload. If not, definitely I'll put it on Patreon. You see Biden just malfunctioning, but I see it a lot just in my city. I'm seeing malfunctions while they're talking about variants. You know, I also found it interesting timing that we're using the word variant so much. If anybody watched the Disney Plus series Loki, that is basically the word you'll hear throughout the entire series. Coincidence and timing, I guess. If you believe that. So, let's see what I want to show y'all next. Let me show you. Let me share this screen. So what's really crazy is our good sister, Nicole's View. Okay, of course it's not. See, get it. There we go. Okay, so there we go. So Nicole's View, basically, she made a post the other day, maybe Sunday, I guess. And again, I've talked about this on my broadcast as well as many others. We understand that this cat is an industry plant. That's no mystery. And he, you know, he has said so much before, but I think right now, just looking at the fact of his followers, this man has already shown you where he was. What's going on, Silent D? So this dude, you know, he's down with the whole Satan thing. What do we know about Lucifer? Satan. He's a deceiver. So this dude will say one thing but be doing another. Does that make sense? He already showed you where his allegiance was. Believe him. That's all I could say is believe him. So when the powers that be sit in the office and say we need to go get some of these, attack these members of the new black media, let me explain something about Miss Nicole. Her and attorney Gavin were at the forefront, not getting any money but pushing that Mr. Bill Cosby was always innocent. If they looked at the case, they had read the case, and they had always maintained and held pat that he was innocent. So when he came home, the Cosby people reached out to this sister. The powers that be really didn't like that. Because you know what? It also, the same time we have this going on, we have such a mega movement going on. That's why now they're talking about they're adopting terms as woke. Now what they'll say is like, so they're talking in code to each other, left and right, and saying, well, woke this and woke that, referring to black people, but not including black people into the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we see, and we see it often. And it's okay to call it out because it is what it is. This right here is just a bunch of game. Major game. So let me see. What she said initially was, see, do I have it? I think I got it. Okay. So let me read the article. Pink News. Lil Nas X schools troll who doesn't seem to understand why gay artists have had to hide their truth. You know, something that she actually said was Luther Vandross, Elton John, and named quite a few of culturally mixed artists who were all openly gay. Well, with the exception of Luther Vandross. But I mean, we all knew what time it was with him. Same with Freddie Jackson. You did not have to. You did not have to drop a knowledge bomb there to know what was going on, y'all. Especially those of us who were alive. I mean, I was alive for Frankie Mercury and all of these people. So I mean, we knew what time it was. We had Boy George, Sylvester. If you guys didn't know, some people hear that song, You Make Me Feel Mighty, Mighty Real. That's a dude. He actually also got another song on the soundtrack for Trading Places. Yeah, he's there too. Now, with that being said, Liberace. Well, Liberace was lying, but I mean, come on. So these people were really, really flamboyant. So this whole, we have to hide and do all of this. No, it's just what you're doing sexually has nothing to do with music. It's not an art form. Your sexuality ain't an art form, man. Making music is. You know how many people make music? And, there's the industry is full of gay artists. Black church is full of gospel music industry is completely full of black gay men. So I don't understand what this whole school's a trope. No. You're a talentless hack. And they put you up there. Like real artists know what the grind of being an artist is. You don't. Industry plant. So let's see what she say. They know what I said is the truth. So now they have to get their little minion industry plants to write little dusty hit pieces to help their head mascot. Thanks for the exposure, Pink News. Especially you, Patrick. Keller. That's an interesting last name. Make sure to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. Yes, actually, and her YouTube channel is in the description of this video. Because what they try to pull here is absolutely whack. Let me see here. So, just showing you how they're talking about people being homophobic. This isn't homophobic. This is addressing an agenda. So with addressing an agenda, oh man, many came from the church. Many came from the church. Queen Adia, yes, yes, yes. When you have the situation we got right now, this dude knows who butters his bread. So he's just completely manufactured. Where did he come from? I never got into that whole Old Town Road because I was like, well, how does a new artist have a song with Billy Ray Cyrus? Is that right? So he got a song as a no-name artist with a first generation who has two generations in the music industry, and he gets that kind of cross genre plug. Come on, man. It's just like when and I hate to say it, I was watching the brother Kwame Brown the other day or this morning. He was doing the not all white people is bad and not all white people is racist. No one is saying all white people are racist. We are saying all white supremacists are racist. There's a difference. So when I start hearing that convoluted message that black folks ain't really talking about, I've heard some of that type of talk from him and Kevin Samuels. I just, gotta be careful. We gotta learn how to be really careful because using these industry plants, and remember, I did a show, grassroots COINTELPRO tactics. This is what I'm talking about. So you start getting these people, they talk real pro-black for a hot second, but the moment they have to start turning their attention to white supremacy and the oppression of black folks, boy, the conversation get real light. It starts to get real light. Now, with this whole situation, you got all of these gay men upset at this black woman and giving this woman death threats. Since when is it okay for men to threaten women publicly, online? With all the fact checking and investigating and all of this madness and taking down people's pages and censorship, the threat of violence doesn't transgress the community guidelines. Yeah, well, See, watch. She did, yeah, absolutely. She did nothing wrong. And all she said was all of these people were artists and we knew they were gay. So they never had to hide that they were gay. And again, what is he talking about hiding for? You only been on the scene for 5 minutes. Hiding from what? You came out. I mean, okay, you got one song. I'm gay. Oh man, I've had to hide so many years. I'm like, stop it. Stop it. You ain't no Rock Hudson. Cut it out. You ain't even a Greg Louganis. Because your little young ass doesn't know the names I just dropped. You might think the rest of the world can be fooled. No, we don't lived enough life to know what we see and what we talking about. This is game. And there were the biggest thing about when Greg Louganis came out is that he had HIV. So he cut his head and bled in the water. So that was people's concern. But trust me, nobody was giving a damn about him being gay. And shoot, as far as I know, have you ever seen Carl Lewis with a woman? I mean, people just start talking crazy. It's so homophobic. Man, if you don't cut it out, all of these people we done grew up with, Freddie Jackson. I mean, you think these people were getting followed so much, and nobody was fooling with them? Come on, man. Little. What? Wait, say what? Little Nas X called his rabid dog fans because he actually is low vibrational. He wants and needs the attention. No. Don't look at this as a Little Nas X thing. Look at this as marching orders. He ain't aware of no Nicole, bro. Trust me. He's not sitting up on the internet watching New Black Media's content. He definitely isn't watching New Black Media on Twitter. This is coming from somewhere else. They're just using him to respond and using his followers to attack New Black Media. Now, look at what they did. He responded to her. He responded to Tariq Nasheed, and he responded to Boyce Watkins. You mean to tell me you can ever see Little Nas X paying attention to those people? No way. No way. Nah, he wouldn't have enough time. They got him in them meetings taking instructions. So he's on a team. You know what I mean? He is on a team. He's just a mascot. So he's nothing to look at as an entity. Because he ain't. He's just a tool. And remember what the white supremacists do with their tools when they're done. They break them. So what he thinks is irrelevant. It's what he affects. That's what they care about. They don't give a damn about him. They'll throw his ass to the wind and get them a new one. Give him 2 years to go ahead and groom up the next one. Because this is how the cycle works. They keep a fresh pile of lackeys. And they got lackey school. They start early. They come around your neighborhood, get you in these programs. Anybody ever wonder who funds these programs and come to the so-called, what they call at-risk areas? They'll give you these opportunities, and give you this little scholarship. Go over to the school, and we'll send you to summer camp over here with these more affluent children. And, we're gonna send you this Jack and Jill sponsored event. I think you might be able to go places. You could get you a good education. These are good people that you should know. All the while, they just grooming you. They grooming you into the system. So you think, oh man, these people really got my back. No, they have plans for you. So what you're seeing is Little Nas X being able to make his quick coin off of those plans that they have against us. Because here is the point to pay attention to. If you guys watched, I believe it was Professor Black Truth's broadcast from yesterday. Professor Black Truth, go check him out and subscribe to that brother as well. Because he read an article to where they're talking about the biggest problem to the Democrat success would be wokeness. There's no woke, like he said, there is no woke candidate. So we haven't had a woke candidate. The difference is the people who said we weren't waiting on a vote. And that's what Professor Black, Jason Black talks about, the Black Authority. And as well, no, we didn't wait for a vote. The pressure came right now. We weren't looking to go vote for somebody to go do. Now, see, everybody talks about handouts. And now everybody's crying about voter restriction. Well, if you vote for nothing, what were you getting in the first place? What is there to be mad at? Somebody can't give you the symbolic gesture to do the same thing that has not worked for you? You're really fighting for that? Wow. See, these things, because we were talking about punishment for the police, We're talking about real tangibles, life insurance, mandatory that it's given because these insurance companies made their money off the slave market. Health insurance, life insurance, and education in any form, whether it be if they can as high as they could go, or as on the trade lane that they can go. These are things that can be implemented now, aside from cash payments of reparations. Reparations is a system because we're talking about repair. One check doesn't fix it. And talking against it just means like, oh, okay, well, you want this system to continue the way it is, a status quo. As a black person, yeah, like I said, always be mindful of the people that will not talk against white supremacy. Talking against white supremacy does not mean every white person is racist. It just means every white supremacist is racist. If that's too much to handle, then you got some reevaluating about yourself you might need to consider. You did? But with that being said, just looking at that article, this whole thing with EdBuck, let me see if I can find that other article before I get out of here. Let me stop that. So this whole thing with EdBuck, which has gotten no traction, which is amazing. Well, it ain't. We know why it hasn't. Because again, the white supremacists have taken an L, and the image of whiteness has, since January 6th, hashtag never forget January 6th. You understand? Ever since then, boy, it's been trouble. And the image has just been, dashed upon the rocks. You dig? Completely dashed upon the rocks, as well it should be. And so now that people are saying, okay, we're feeling the pendulum shift, the scales of imbalance are coming back to balance, and now we have to see people on a level playing field. Now they'll call that unfair. Balance is unfair when you call yourself supreme. Now, supreme can prove it. Head up. No tricks. No faking. Now, supreme proves itself by the best. We're still here. How about that? So when we have these little pawns like this idiot and others like him, like this doofus here, this guy, the level of his cooning just is, he's an egregious coon. But not like we haven't known, but read this. So this is him retweeting somebody who actually got at him. So let's read the first tweet that he's replying to. That's cool and all, but on Black News Channel news, not black owned, y'all have about 10 videos on Bill Cosby in the past month, but not a single one on EdBuck. I guess your boss won't allows you to speak on his platform. Oh, speak on that on his platform. Now let's see what Mark Lamont Hill had to say. You can't imagine why I'd spend more time on a black news show talking about the biggest story in Black America. Who said? Bill? No, you came out to crap on Bill Cosby. The sister that is catching all this hell right now that had to lock her channel up because of these toxic masculinity driven LGBT men, because it's funded by white supremacist LGBT. See, there's an agenda for you right now. If you're too sleepy in the brain to understand that, he's white and he's gay, and they're attacking a black woman. And all you can ever do is talk about how black folks is homophobic while you got black skin. You need to be slapped. The release of Cosby, one of the most famous black people in American history. Then the case of far lesser known white Democrat operative EdBuck. So it made, wait, I'm sorry. Bill Cosby's case was about white women. EdBuck got hundreds of gay black men. What you need to be saying, Mark Lamont Hill, is why didn't you make, as a journalist yourself, that story pop? I mean, you know, that's what people do, investigative journalists and all. But no, this is a butter biscuit journalist. And so he'll just do what he's told. The fact that he was ever down with Malachi York is amazing to me. But, you know, I do understand how things work. So when something looks like it has the appearance of catching wind and moving, you will get those who will come in there to kind of get their launching point. You know, because that is a movement where people are, you know, you got one visible person and everybody, like a pastor, you know what I mean? That's the good thing about New Black Media. New Black Media is a system. It's based off of the code. The code is the leader. There is no one individual who, well, we take this down. You take one down, another one just pops right back up in its place. Period. This thing ain't stopping. And, you know, so now they have to use people like Lil Nas X to attack it. Now, real quick, just before I go, let's take one more look back at this picture. Let me take this off the screen so y'all can get that. So, I mean, just ingest what they are pushing here. You know, Mark Lamont Hill would say it's not important to talk about the deaths of black men. Let's put that in that perspective. Because he's saying, well, you know, the most important story to Black America is the freeing of Bill Cosby. Yeah, but that was in a positive way. You were the one who had Judge Joe Brown on your platform trying to get a judge to start talking emotional. This person spent their whole career dealing with facts. And because you don't like somebody, you want them to go ahead and throw away their whole career over one person that they told you go after. Why would Black America, anybody in Black America, what was you upset about at Bill Cosby for? Because you care about the sanctity of Andrea Constant? Come on. Come on, man. But anyway, let's understand. Oh, and again, let me again show you this picture too. Okay, remember, there's an agenda at play. All of this sex talk and bussy popping, and ain't a condom in sight. That's why you went to prison. One place where you ain't gonna have no doggone rubbers. The optics is it's just crazy. And then you got to let's preserve the image. Remember, I was just talking about that image that cracked on January 6th. That's why they keep using Jack Harlow and having him come and being the Tarzan character. He's gonna come and he's gonna tame these Negroes. Well, more like Jane rather. So that triangle gang, you better believe it. You better know it, brother. They get theirs. They get theirs. And they got money in the game. I'll be talking about that later on this week. So I just wanted to hit you with this. Make sure you go follow Nicole's Views page. Show that sister some love. Show that sister some support. Let her know that she is not in this alone. And for all these little industry made haters to be put on alert. Oh, one more thing. Oh man, Great Black Shark. I almost forgot what you sent me earlier. Or no, you posted it. I'm sorry. This ain't what you sent me. I'll do it again, don't I? Yep. There we go. Okay. So shout out to Great Black Shark. This is an older tweet, as you can see. This is from April 2nd, 2019. Hell yeah, I'm an industry plant. And what y'all gonna do about it? Well, let's see what the brother had to say here. He did warn us. Now let's make our position clear. Do y'all understand what we're talking about here, family? Is this not calling out the grassroots? Is this not calling out new black media? If I didn't know any better, I would have to say this is what I'm seeing. I literally sing about lean and adultery in Old Town Road. You decided to let your children listen. Blame yourself. But wait, sir. What about this part? What about you and Elmo and your little country, little Nas X, C is for country? And then he looks like a broken up baby doll down here on his album cover. And then here he is with a puppet and on Sesame Street. Talking about we let our kids what? No, that you were a plant for our kids to be seen. You ain't gonna pull that on us, man. Get out of here with that. So, okay, you want the smoke, you got it. I mean, because let's be clear. You have, I don't even know, do you even have an ASCAP number, sir? Who made you? Because, I mean, you ain't been in no NAM shows. You showing up at the do you get the emails? I don't know. What's our motto? They say it's in every email that you get. Fraudulent ass nigga. That's all I can say. Straight fraudulent. Somebody taught you how union dues and all of that stuff works when you're a musician. Because you ain't one. Talentless hack. And I say this because I don't respect none of that trash that people talking about how we hating. You ain't never put your hands to nothing, bruh. They made you and everything. Like, you go straight on stage. And truth be told, doing an award show, that ain't the grind. That's a whole production. You had so much time to rehearse. Do back-to-back shows, my guy. Do that part first. Before you talk about who hating on you, put that work in. But, I mean, what do we expect? He's happy to be an industry plant. What we gonna do about it? Well, we will not let you or your minions attack our women. Protect black women on the real side of the game. Not just when it's something to hang your hat. I mean, this is Lil Nas X. He's a whole black man up here going after a black woman. Where are these women groups at? Oh, they caught in a quandary because the people who fund them fund him. But there's no agenda. Before you hop on my pages talking crazy to me, you better know who you're talking to. And with that being said, Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. Let it fall and let us rise. You can follow me at Instagram, beatzillapdx. You can follow me on Twitter, beatzillapdx. And on Melanated People, you can follow me at Michael Beatzilla Whitmore. And Facebook, beatzillapdx. Patreon, beatzillapdx official. And also later this week, we'll be doing another installment of Our Real Truth with Beatzilla PDX official. That's on Anchor FM, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and various other platforms. Please like, share, subscribe to this video. Although this is a small platform, we're growing. And numbers don't necessarily reflect your influence. I'll just put it to you like that. So, y'all be blessed. We are getting out of here. Y'all go tune into my sister, Queen Amadai Shakur. New Black Media is rolling on, rolling strong. So until next time, folks. Oh, you can email me, ourrealtruth@gmail.com, ourrealtruth@gmail.com. And if you so feel that you want to put some money on it, put some money in the bucket, you can. Donate at CashApp, $Beatzillapdx. That's CashApp, $Beatzillapdx. Now, I am gone with the stone of truth. Shalom, y'all.
When you know who Satan is, yes, sir, you don't have to kill him. No. The stone of truth. Yes. See, that's what you throw. Yes, right. Allah says, had we wished to take a pastime from before, surely we would have done it. Nay, we cast truth at falsehood till we knock out its brains. Every one of you that knows the truth, stand up and tell it from the mountaintop. Black people can't take it no more. So wherever you are on the job, in the factory, I don't care where you are. If you know the truth, stand up on the truth and tell Satan, who the hell are you to try and pick my friends? Farrakhan is God's man, and you are from the enemy of God. So to hell with you. Stand up on it like a man.